Okay, so I've just set up a second stream here. Apologies for that first one. As I said, yeah, unfortunately, sometimes just with internet, you might lose a connection like that. So, hopefully now this stream will finish it out until the end. And I'll just finish off this video so you have it to, if you're following it live there, you can tune into this maybe even later if you don't catch it straight away, and that you can finish out the workout. So we'll just give it a minute or two in case anyone is just finding their way onto the channel. What I will do is, I'm not sure exactly when it cut out, but I will finish one more round of the circuit, just to finish the class and just guide us through a cool down, because I just don't want to leave the class unfinished, particularly if you're enjoying that in the middle of it. So I've just kind of changed the angle, so it's not just to hopefully get the strongest internet connection here. I've just moved around, but I think the likes of Zoom and YouTube have just had a difficult week this week. I think they've been letting a couple of people down. So, right, so I'll just get started. I'm just going to bring us through one last round. I'm just going to reset. I know I may have started that last round, but I'm just going to bring it right back to the start. So, circuit, one more round. The way you'll do these movements, again, if you are in the seated position, I want you to elevate the heels and extend and just work through the right leg. If you are in standing, as I will demonstrate here, so let's put the clock on. So standing variation, holding on to the back of the chair, take a step back with your right foot, lower the body down, and stand back in, okay? 3 phases. Step back, lower down, step back in. Okay, so step back, lower, and back in. Keeping that upper body straight as you lower down. Okay, so again, just step back, lower down, and back in. Again, we talked about just kind of tailoring the range. Don't force this too far. Work in a small range of movement if this is really difficult. Feel that front leg really active here as you lower the body down. The right leg is moving, but it's really that left leg that's doing all of the work from that muscular point. So my left leg really active. Final reps. And I'll go once more. Okay, shake the legs out. We will work through the opposite side next. So I'm going to work through stepping my left leg back, so that will really put the workload onto my right leg. Okay, so a couple of seconds, give that seated adaptation, or as I finish with my lunge here. So back of the chair, knees nice and soft. I want you to step back with your left leg, lower the body down, and step back in. So that front right leg is active. Upper body stays straight, just that you're not leaning forward as you lower down. So that can naturally, the body just will sway forward, but we will control that just as we control the depth of that lowering. Work in a range that's comfortable to you. At no point do you need to bring that knee to the floor or excessively far down. We're just giving a nice challenge through that front right leg. And just continuing on. It's no good that we can just finish our workout. You found your right here again. Final reps. And one more time. And in. Okay, back to our seated movement. Take your 2 weights. So I talked about maybe not loading the position with too much pressure. This is something that people maybe find difficult sometimes. So what I want to do is take my 2 weights, bring the elbows in by your side. You'll see I'm nice and upright. I'm working with the clock. 3, 2, 1. I bring the elbows out, push the weight forward, return back in. Elbows out, press, and return back in. And we'll just continue on. As you bring the elbows out, we connect with the shoulders. As we press the weight forward, we work with the chest. And elbows out, nice smooth press. And just continuing, elbows out, nice smooth press. And if you find that pressing action difficult, it doesn't feel good on your chest, just continue to bring the elbows out and back down, and you will just work the shoulders in that position. We'll finish out, last couple of reps. One more if comfortable, and back down. Okay, with our hinge next, I want to give you the adaptations just in case you forgot them with that interruption. You're sitting nice and tall, nice and upright. Lean forward, squeeze those glutes, come back in. Again, lean forward, squeeze, coming back in. For those of us in standing, bring that chair behind me here. Make sure my angles are right. Okay, so hold the 2 weights. Feet about hip width, knees nice and soft. I want to push my hips back towards the chair, so I feel that chair. Squeeze glutes, coming forward. Push back, squeeze, come forward. So my hips are going backwards and not down. So at no point am I squatting or sitting, and that's why I have that chair behind, just as that visual and physical cue. So you can see that action of me pushing my hips backwards. Push back and squeeze, and just coming forward. Okay, hips pushing back, hips coming forward. Once more. Okay, we'll finish out with the arms. Whether you're standing or seated, I want you to perform this in exactly the same way. So your setup, just hold the weights down by your sides. My elbows are just ever so slightly in front of the body or just to the side here, but just never kind of too far back, that's all. So I'll show from the side. Lift the weights, curl towards your shoulders, lower back down, and just lightly push back and squeeze. Connect with back of the arms. So curl towards shoulders, down, and I don't just rest here, I actively push the weights back, squeezing, connecting with the back of the arms. Just a nice combination, trying to really feel bicep, front of the arm, down, actively push back, really trying to feel back of the arms. Okay, final couple of reps here. Just taking your time, working between the 2 positions, keeping those elbows fixed in the position, and just curling up, squeeze, down, push back and squeeze. We'll go one more time to finish, and then I'll rest my weights down. Okay, so we'll just take up going to go through a couple of stretches just to cool down. So I know we might just be running a couple of minutes over with the interruption in time. So a couple of stretches, a couple of light movements, just to relax the body down. So what I'm going to do is just start off, just lightly stretching the legs back, just tapping your toes into the floor. So I'll start with a couple of upper body movements and I'll finish with a couple of seated. Okay, maybe just for that interruption, I might just throw kind of a little bonus mobility movement in. I'll just put something in maybe for the shoulders, just as a little extra there, just if we got disrupted with our stream there. What I'll do next, just lightly tap the toes out to the sides. Just relaxing the body down. And it's important, you just take a couple of minutes to relax the body down, just gradually bring that heart rate down, bringing the body back to rest. So again, just lightly stretch the legs back, pointing your toes into the floor. And then just tap the toes out to the sides. Okay. I'm just going to take up a seated position next. So I'm not squashed there. Just extend the right leg out. I want you to pull the toes back towards your body. Just hold that stretch. Relax the toes forward. And again, pull the toes back. Once more, relax the toes. And then pull back towards yourself. Hold position. And back down. Left leg out. Pull the toes back. And relax. Pull the toes back. And relax. And then once more, pull the toes back. And down. Okay. From this position, sit right back comfortably into your chair. Bring that right knee up. Lightly hold on to the knee. And just raise up towards the chest or as high as comfortable here. Holding the position. Feeling good in the lower back. Might feel your glutes, might feel that hip. And back down. Swap sides. Bring the left knee up. Lightly hold on and just gently raise that knee up towards chest or as high as is comfortable here. Just holding position. And back down. Okay, I mentioned about just giving it a little kind of bonus mobility and movement, so I'm just going to do that now, and then I'll continue on with a couple of stretches. This is a really nice movement in itself. What I want you to do is sit slightly forward in your chair, so you have a little bit of space. Place the knuckles of your hands on your lower back, and just gently bring those elbows back. So you see I'm not kind of slouched and relaxed. My elbows are back. What I want you to do is just open the arms, turn the hands, open out to the side, return back in. I want you to keep the elbows in that position, so never let them kind of round forward. Keep them pinned back. Open the arms. The hands turn and come back in. So just a really nice movement through the shoulders. I think a little mobility and a little bit of movement through those shoulders here. Just take a couple of times, swapping between the two positions, turning the hands, opening arms by your sides. I'm going to go 3 more times. This is one you can practice if it feels good. And then once more. And back down. Okay. And next, if we just open those arms out, just puff the chest out, hold position. Stretching out that chest, which we did work today, and relaxing the position. Arms back, open up that chest, hold position, and back down. And one more time, open out those arms, bring that chest out, hold position, and back down. Okay. And I'm just going to stretch out the upper back, upper body, fingers together, palms faced away from your body, straighten the arms out. Just show you from the angle how that looks. Straighten the arms away. That nice stretch, upper back, shoulders here. Relax back in, straighten the arms out, hold. Return in, and then once more, straighten out and hold. Return back in. Okay. So we'll leave it there for today. Sorry about the little interruption with the stream. It will just sometimes, unfortunately, happen with technology, and we'll always just switch to another stream if that happens. Next Wednesday, 10 o'clock. I'll be away, but we have another trainer fitting in next week, one of my colleagues. So the class will continue as normal next Wednesday. Sorry about the stream interruption again, and have a great week. Any questions, issues, don't be afraid to get in touch. We'll be happy to help. We'll hopefully enjoy the workout and have a great week.